So, funny story, I started doing this just before, and then I realized I've actually missed, I hadn't read the recipe properly, and I've missed a step. So, I've just been hand frying some bacon on the stove top, which I've just turned off, and now we can actually do this recipe. So what the recipe I'm going to make, it's called Messie's Cheese and Bacon Muffins. It's a free Skinnymixers recipe. And I'm always after, you know, things we can make in advance and freeze and just pull out when we need them for lunches. So that's what this is all about. It has 300 grams of self-raising flour. I'm not a big fan of flour. I'd rather try and find something a bit more nutritious, but I haven't made it before. I thought I'll make it like this, and then I might just have a fiddle around and see if I can substitute a little bit with I'm going to use gluten-free flour anyway, but if I can, you know, add a bit of almond meal or substitute some of that, just again, to increase nutrition. But let's just make it as it is. All right. Now, what I wanted to just check is, I had to do this manually, of course, because it's not a cookie dough recipe. So if you, just in case you've forgotten where to find your scales, all you need to do from your home screen is swipe, usually top left-hand side, okay? So the first thing I've got to do is chop up a whole lot of cheese. Now, I've gone a little bit extra on the cheese because I'm a little bit under on the bacon. So it says, add your cheeses to the mixer bowl, 160 grams of extra sharp cheddar cheese, cubed, and 30 grams of Parmesan. So that should be 190, but I'm sure we're over that. We are. Okay. Then we're going to chop that up. It says head cheese and blend, I'd say chop, but anyway, 3 seconds, speed 6. So you saw there, or you hopefully you saw, I just set it to speed 6 and watched it count up. You can, of course, hit the time button, put 3 seconds on, and then do it that way. Okay, so there's my cheese. Just do a little bit more of a chop. Remember, it was a little bit more than was said. Okay. So it's just a little bit more chopped. So that was 4 seconds. All right, then it says to add the rest of the ingredients in the order in the recipe. So the next thing is self-raising flour, gluten-free self-raising flour. So I need 300 grams of this. $99. All right. Then 150 grams of buttermilk. This is actually what got me to make the recipe today, because I had some buttermilk that was open. Give it a little sniff. That's fine. But it does actually say that if you don't have buttermilk, you can use milk of your choice with 2 teaspoons of vinegar, which actually turns it into the buttermilk. So I need 150 grams. Leaves me just a bit left in there. So I'll find another recipe. All I need to do is go on to cookie dough and put buttermilk in there. All right, what's next? 100 grams of salted butter. So I have weighed that. Grams, just a bit over. 2 eggs. So my eggs are just in here. They're going in. All right, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Okay. Some extra cheese to sprinkle on the top. I should have just pulled my cheese out, shouldn't I? I'm not going to have extra cheese to sprinkle on top because I put all my cheese in there. You know what would be helpful in this recipe is after it says add cheeses to the mixer bowl and blend, I would say then remove a small, a couple of tablespoons of cheese. That's how I would change that recipe. All right, so now what I've got to do is get to my home screen, and it is 10 seconds. Oops. Speed 2. Well, but honestly, oh, sorry, speed 4. Sorry, I missed the step. Okay, I missed the step. So it was actually 4 seconds. I don't think it's going to be long enough, but anyway, we'll give it a go. Speed 4. Because we've got to chop up that butter. It wasn't chopped up at all. This is the interesting thing when you're trying out a recipe. See, I've still got chunks of butter in there. So I'm actually going to go, it's been fine at all anyway. I'm going to go a bit longer. Actually, what I'm going to do is turn this on to speed 4 or 4.5. And I'm going to use it's very thick, so I'm not sure about this. I don't know if you heard that. My blades were having a bit of trouble turning. This is really, really thick mixture, and the yeah, well, interesting. And a lot of the butter has not chopped up. So anyway, I keep going. I'm going to add a little bit more buttermilk in there, I think. I didn't want to move. So what I'm tipping is that something is actually caught underneath one of the blades. I was just finding it too hard to push around, which I'm not surprised because it's a really solid mixture. So I'm just digging it out around the blades, and we'll try it again in a minute. Sometimes if necessarily with something like this, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go a bit faster. That's what I'm going to do. Not sure how this is all going to go. I hope I haven't just wasted a whole lot of ingredients, but hopefully not. Okay. All right, so you can see I'm mixing it faster and for much longer. So I hope I'm not mixing it up, but I've still got some on top. The stuff underneath is a lot softer. Okay, let's give it a whirl like this. So I did add in some more, still got some left. I added in some more buttermilk. Still got a few lumps of butter in there. It's a really thick mixture. Disappointing, really. One more little whiz up like that. And then it says to add the bacon. Okay. Says to add the bacon, and then well, I'm going to put a bit more buttermilk in as well. I wonder if it's the gluten-free flour, but you know, the fact that they've just written there that it's gluten-free flour makes me wonder about that too. But I do now have a better batter, so let's see how we go. What I haven't done is make a note, but I do know I've had to go up to speed 6 and I've had to do it for longer than it actually said. So let's have a look and see. This, I'm familiar with this as a batter. It was so thick before, whereas this I can actually get into my, I've still got a little bit of butter in there. Okay, let's give it a whirl. But these are my containers. So these were originally all joined together, but this was before, much earlier on when I first had a Thermomix. I wanted to do some stuff in the Varoma, and I didn't have anything to use. So much in the mix shop. I bought 12 of these and cut them up. All right, so this is our mixture now, and I've still got some buttery lumps in here. So anyway, we're going to give it a whirl, okay? So all I'm going to do is fill these up, put some mixture into those, and it says I'm going to cook them for 15 to 20 minutes. So you don't need to watch me do all of those, but we're going to see how they actually turn out.